Hello, so today's video is going to be talking about cosmetics in Overwatch. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching. Hello, so if you haven't heard, this BlizzCon event has stirred up some controversy because they released this new legendary Sombra skin exclusively for those who have paid for a BlizzCon virtual ticket or that are going to BlizzCon in person. Now, this isn't the first time they've done this. They've done it for the past 2 years. The first year they released the Bastion skin and a Winston skin for the next year. But there are two major key differences. First of all, the Bastion and Winston skin were both epic skins, and the Sombra skin for this year is a legendary. And second of all, the Sombra skin is also a crossover skin with one of the other Blizzard games. So there's a lot more difference between these two. So a lot of people are saying that it's unfair for those who can't either, afford to buy the virtual ticket or go to BlizzCon, because they're getting a skin that's higher quality than others have received the last 2 years. Of course, this isn't the first time you've had a skin locked behind a paywall. We have all of the Overwatch League skins that you can technically earn without having to pay money by watching Overwatch League games, but again, that's something you have to take time to do. And then there was the All-Star, Tracer, and Genji skins, and of course the Pink Mercy skin. Now, some would argue the Pink Mercy skin is different because that was for charity, but that's also another side topic on if you think charity events mean that paying for it isn't as controversial as all the other skins. But anyway, so another point that I wanted to bring up, that I just had stumbled upon this filter option that you can look at from the hero gallery. I thought it was really cool when the summer event patch released that you could look at all of the what's new items for the cosmetics, but now you can also filter them. So you can either filter them like all of your owned items or all the unowned items, so you can see what things you want to try to earn to get. You can filter it by the seasonal event skins. You can filter it by what kind of level they are, if it's epic, legendary, rare, whatever. But I also noticed through some of the filter options that they had one that was labeled Legacy. And I noticed that the symbol next to the Legacy option was a clock. So that made me automatically think, oh, Legacy are the time-sensitive events like the Pink Mercy and the Widowmaker Kerrigan skin. And when I looked under that option, that's exactly what they were. So I think it's a little bit confusing that Blizzard has all of these different separate, like, it's not confusing the way they ordered it, but I think it's confusing to people that are new to the game on why they can't get certain skins versus others. Like, say, all of the event skins, like the summer event, the Halloween event, you're gonna have to wait for that event to come around next year to get those skins. That's why I was really happy that the anniversary event, they made it to where you can get all the other event skins during that time, because that gives you 2 chances a year to get those skins. But the legacy skins, it seems like those were just a one-time thing. Like, even though the Kerrigan skin for Widowmaker is technically an anniversary skin, since it was celebrating the anniversary of StarCraft, it was like, I think it was like their 20th anniversary or something, though. So I guess that means that every 20 years that skin might be available. I don't know, but I think those two just seem really unfair for any new players. They won't be able to ever purchase those skins, as well as the BlizzCon event skins for Winston and Bastion, because it seems like this Sombra skin will be available in 2019, either for purchase, whether that's for in-game currency or Overwatch League tokens, or just actual currency like how the Mercy skin was. But if you look at the official BlizzCon page that was announcing the new Sombra skin, at the very bottom it says that these cosmetic items are going to be available sometime in 2019. So it'll be really interesting to see how they handle that, and if that means that the Winston and Bastion skin may also be available to buy later on, because I think that would be really fair if they do make the Sombra skin available to buy later on. But it still also doesn't really make it fair to the people that are paying $50 now to get it, because what's the incentive of getting a skin for $50 with the BlizzCon ticket purchase when you're just going to be able to get it later on, unless it's going to be the same price? And if that's so, then you're running into the same problem of, is this skin really worth $50? Because to me, it's not. I really love Sombra, and I love this skin. This is her best skin for me, in my opinion. But it's still not worth $50. So I think all of these things are something that are interesting to discuss and talk about. And I mean, sadly, this is just kind of piling on to the list of problems and issues that Overwatch is accumulating. I still think Overwatch is really fun to play, and I'm glad that all of these cosmetic items aren't pay to win. They're just purely for fun, for your personal enjoyment, to, you know, express your love for these characters and for, you know, your personal preferences. But yeah, I just found it really interesting that ongoing, while the whole Sombra legendary skin was making the news rounds, that I found out about this filter option and the different way that they're deciding to filter the levels of these legendary and epic event skins for special time-sensitive events. So yeah, I found it really interesting that before you could, even if you didn't own the Winston or Bastion skin, you were still able to view it in the hero gallery, like just the normal one. For instance, since I got the Overwatch Game of the Year edition, I have the Overgrown Bastion skin, which is a Blizzard special skin. And normally I'd be able to see the BlizzCon Bastion skin right below it, but now you can't. You have to go filter it through the BlizzCon special filter, and then you'll be able to see the Bastion and Winston skin. I also found it a bit interesting that the Tracer and Genji skin are filed under the Overwatch League skins. Like, it makes sense, but I would think those would be under time sensitive because they were available during a specific time during the All-Star weekend. But that also gives me hope that since they aren't under the Legacy time sensitive area, that they'll also be available to purchase maybe the next time they do an All-Star weekend. Anyways, I'd love to hear your opinions about the Sombra Legendary skin and all the BlizzCon event skins, and your thoughts on just, you know, the paywall for different cosmetic items in general. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video.